There can never be an absolutely immaculate formula to quantify good behavior, but horridly, the retroactive Republic Act 10592, which revises the propositions that increases the good conduct time allowance (GCTA) of behaviorally improving inmates, disagrees with this. And recent cases, such as Laguna ex-mayor Antonio Sanchez, from a 7-count reclusion perpetua, convicted for the rape and murder of Eileen Sarmenta and murder of her boyfriend Alan Gomez, proves this. This was caused by an apparently change in behavior as stated by the Bureau of Corrections (Bucor), governed by the said bill. Sanchez's case is a perfect example of the inconsistencies that this law might precede. This case represents a dilemma, whether good behavior may be emphasized over the security of the community. Clearly, setting such a convicted fellow free, not only disregards Sarmenta, Gomez and their families' plea for justice, but also compromises the safety of the community where the convict will be placed in, given that the assurance he or she has changed can never be authentically given to the public. Moreover, there is an array of other factors to consider in constituting for GCTA, as president of National Union of People's Lawyers Idri Olalia had exemplified: remorsefulness, willingness to ask forgiveness from victim, and impact on the victims. Given that the tendencies of a person to revert back to his or her past life can never be identified, the welfare of the community is placed on thin ice. And in a country where plunder-accused officials stroll around the country, surrounding themselves with guiltless luxuries, how will the Filipino people expect to be safe amidst ex-criminals, say, rape-slay convicts? This truth does not discriminate against actually repentant people, it only wills to protect the rest of the community in inevitable cases of misjudgments that will definitely produce horrifying repercussions. Because in the end of the day, protecting the next victim must always be the government's top priority. In this light, the government should recheck the execution of the law at stake, instead of wasting time pointing fingers at each other, which sadly. It also shows that the revised penal code is vulnerable to abuse, and amidst the imagined abuse, the Philippines might imagine the security of their society tormented by re-established convicts who might have acted, or bribed, too repentant to keep them behind bars.